the reason that technology is very appealing to us is it's a course that is both project-based. We don't quite want to call them experiments, but we do some lab work, and we have discussion, we have formal presentations, and we have guest lectures. So it's a multi-format class, and the best way to accommodate all of those different formats is to meet once a week for 3 or so hours in an afternoon. So the reason that the technology is so valuable to us is that it provides an organizational framework for this course that meets once a week. It seemed to me that the Grade Center was really a plus, because again, in a course where you meet just once a week, it would be at least a week before graded assignments would be returned, but the grades are posted as soon as you finish the grading, so the students have more immediate feedback about how they're doing in the course.
I remember from like a student's perspective that having everything on Blackboard and being able to access everything from anywhere, whether we're home on vacation, like during spring break, or just at a school library or in our like dorm rooms, it's really easy to access everything and to have everything in one place organized. It definitely makes things much easier than having to like go through your own emails. In addition to Blackboard, something new that we had started was using different technologies from Google, such as the Google Docs spreadsheets, and they turned out to be really helpful, especially because the students were placed in different groups in the beginning of the semester that they worked with, and from the very beginning they had to do a lot of file sharing and data collection and to just kind of work with one another, and it allowed different students to be logged in at the same time and to make edits at the same time, and which really helps instead of having one document that you're just trying to pass back and forth among students.
And the other thing we are very interested in is having the students use all of the class data, because it's a bigger data set. And so with Google Docs, then it's not as if they're prevented from seeing what other groups have compiled. Quite to the contrary, we want them to be interested in how do their results compare with others in the class.
I think overall, by providing these different sources that students could go to kind of get all the information and to collaborate, allows us to kind of think about things beyond just worrying about are we getting the data, but to actually think about the topics at hand.
I can definitely see the improvement in students having a sense of knowing what's going on in the class, that they will go to one location and they're aware of what they're going to find when they go to Blackboard. From my perspective, Mona and I meet weekly as well. And I view this as a collaborative teaching effort. So, the student who's the preceptor has had the course, and so that perspective, the perspective of a student who will now be on the other side of the equation as an instructor, is invaluable, because, I don't have the luxury of that perspective. So I think we truly brainstorm and arrive at a consensus when changes are made in the course. So, that's the beauty of a course like this. There's always room for improvement and updating. We try to do that.
I think that it's definitely a completely different perspective from being a student to being a preceptor, but it has allowed me to critically look at different parts of the course that could be improved, and a lot of times that has to do with technology and just utilizing things like Blackboard and Google Docs, which we did a lot of this year. And so I think it allows different courses to just improve over time.